We traveled all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to take part in and learn as much as we possibly could about the newest tool offerings for 2022 at the Milwaukee Pipeline event. While there, we learned they'd be releasing a new Gen4 hammer drill and impact driver for the M18 FUEL platform and a Gen3 for the M12 FUEL platform. We heard their keynote speeches. We saw their demonstrations against competitors' tools. But the one thing we didn't see was how these new gens of tools compete against the previous generation hammer drills and impact drivers. There was a lot of details left out at Pipeline for 2022, and in this video, we're gonna fill in all the missing pieces. Right after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. Want to help out with the channel? Head on over to the merch store. You can get hats, t-shirts, even socks. Link will be in the description below. Milwaukee Tool has ventured to do what I thought was the impossible. Create new generations of hammer drills and impact drivers, make them more compact while making them more powerful. And here's the thing, my M12 FUEL tools especially are some of my favorites. They have tremendous power and they're very compact. So when Milwaukee Tool told us that they were 25% more compact and they were X amount of numbers more powerful, it kind of gets lost in translation. How much power is that really? How much more compact is it really? Because everybody knows as things get smaller, can they really be more powerful? Let's listen to what the product manager has to say, and then we'll come back and fill in the missing pieces.
This is the fastest subcompact impact driver while being the most compact, and with the 3 LEDs in front that I know you're all really excited about. Right, when we talked to our users, they told us, hey, we need to be able to do more. We want to be able to complete a wider range of applications. We looked at how we could optimize the mechanism and enhance the motor in order to get more power through the tool. Then by beefing up the electronics, we're able to not only drive bigger fasteners, we can drive more of them, and we can drive them faster than ever before. We're going to drive 5-inch ledger locks into 6x6 pressure treated wood, and we're going to go up against the leading competitor in the 18-volt space. 3, 2, 1, go. So as you can see, the power is unmatched and still an incredibly compact tool. Right, when we talk about compact, we're not just talking about the length. We know there's other tools that are shorter than this one. But when you consider we live in a 3D world, there's the length, there's the width, there's the height, there's the weight of the tool as well. All these things come together to give you the most compact tool.
The new M12 FUEL impact driver has that 5-year limited warranty. It has a power state brushless motor. Length is 6.8 inches. Weight is 1.6 pounds. Height is 5 inches. Width is 2.1 inches. And it has a 1/4 inch hex. Oddly enough, a height and width is missing from the previous generation specification. But what's not missing is its 1,300 inch-pounds of torque rating. Compare that to the new Gen3, which is 1,500 inch-pounds of torque, which gives you a 13.3333% increase from the previous model. Plus, the new generation has Tri-Light, which will illuminate your workspace much better. It seems as though it's a good upgrade, but why leave out those other dimensions from the previous generation, which will most likely be on sale real soon, so don't miss out. Get subscribed and tap the bell.
This is the most powerful subcompact drill while being the most compact and has the fastest speed under load. If you increase the power in a tool, oftentimes you'll decrease the speed. It's kind of a teeter-totter that you got to work with. With this new motor control technology, we've completely elevated that teeter-totter. We've just thrown it through the roof. So now you have 30% more power and 33% more speed in application. So to showcase this, I'm going to show you a very common application, which is a 7/8 ship auger into SPF, and we'll take the leading 12-volt competitor, and we can't even put the thing in the tool. Then we'll grab the leading 18-volt competitor. Didn't get very far. Now we'll show you the new M12 FUEL drill. We added that power in without making the tool any bigger. In fact, from the previous generation to now, we were able to shave off over ½ an inch in length, making it incredibly compact. I mean, just look how small that thing is. We also have the fastest drilling speed under load. Now what that means is we're not talking about no load speed, because that's not as crucial as in application speed. And this tool has the fastest drilling in application, where it means the most to our users, so they can stay more productive and get more done quicker.
The new Gen 3 M12 FUEL hammer drill's product number is 3404-20. I urge you to confirm these numbers. Do the research for yourself to see what you think after I tell you what was missing from the keynote. The Gen 3 hammer drill has an all-metal ratcheting chuck. It has a hammer function. Chuck size is ½ an inch. It's got a 5-year tool warranty. Power source is cordless. Motor type is brushless. Handles type is standard. The length is 6 inches. The weight is 2.2 pounds. The height is 7 inches. The width is 2¼ inches. How much smaller is that really? Is it 25%? Is it 10%? Is it 2%? Is it no percent? Everything about the two are the same until we get to the sizes. Doesn't necessarily seem to be a ton of difference. But is the new generation smaller? Well, it is. But what does that mean for power? The new generation Gen 3 hammer drill has a rating of 400 inch-pounds of torque, where the previous generation has a rating of 350 inch-pounds of torque. So you're getting smaller size, but you're getting 50 inch-pounds more of torque, which is 14 and roughly ¼ % more power for the new version compared to the previous generation. Will all that extra power in a more compact form factor create excessive heat and degrade the tool's life over time? Also, is the rating accurate? I guess you'll have to wait until we actually have the tool in hand to run them side by side in a tool test draw. Don't know what a tool test draw is? Go to this video playlist right here.
So what we have here, through a full ground up redesign of both our motor technology, our mechanical layouts, and our electronics, we stepped our game up, and what we're going to be introducing you guys here to today is the most powerful 1/4 inch impact in the world. So we've got a nice pressure treated 6x6 here. So we're gonna run this tool against a competitive higher voltage. 3, 2, 1, go. So being able to have the power and pair that with the speed to add efficiency, add productivity to the job site so we can save that time and save that money. It's been a really big benefit for us, and we're really excited about launching that with all of your audiences.
Spoiler alert, we checked inside the collet of the new impact driver from Milwaukee Tool. It indeed has 2 ball bearings in the collet, which is great news. They also included a tri-lighting system, so once again, your work area will be well lit. But let's go over the numbers. Length is 4.49 inches. Weight is 2¼ pounds, or 2.24 pounds. Height is 7.6 inches. Width is 2.6 inches. Max torque is identical for both impacts. Max RPM has increased to 3,900 from the previous generation's 3,600, so you're getting more speed. The one spec that we are missing for the new Gen 4 is the IPM. Gen 3 delivered 4,300. We'll have to see if that makes a difference when we do real-world side-by-side testing of the generations. I can tell you that trigger control has been vastly improved for all of the impact drivers and hammer drills that we tested while at Milwaukee Tool. So that is a huge plus.
What we're going to introduce to the market today is the most powerful drill in the industry. Less stalls, more power in application to get more done. So I've got a nice dense piece of framing lumber here, just a classic 2x10. And I've got a 2 9/16 cell feed bit. What I want to do is run a leading higher voltage competitor into this denser material and kind of show you how it fares. Struggles to do it in some of these denser materials. We'll run the next generation Milwaukee. Guys, material is so variable. There's so much density within there. So there's a lot that we need to deal with. We need to make sure that we can put forth the most powerful tool that we can to get that job done. We knew we could not add length or any weight or anything else to this tool. And so what you're gonna see from us is that we did not add a single millimeter to the overall length of this M18 FUEL drill. It's gonna be the most compact within its class. So definitely very excited to kind of get that out and make sure that we're providing the best-in-class access and control over this tool and alleviating any kind of fatigue. We haven't even talked about what was the #1 customer request from us for the last couple of years, and that was how do I provide enhanced safety on the job site? If I'm working the rough in and I'm trying to make sure I keep my 3 points of contact, but you know, my buddy over here is playing Metallica, I've got 100 things on my mind, you need to be careful, but I'm already in a very compromised situation. So that bind up or that kickback can be very dangerous. So what you're gonna have for us in our auto stop technology is a tool that's gonna shut down before disaster strikes, but make sure that it protects when it needs to, and it lets you do your job the rest of the time. So we've got a demonstration. This rig here is set up to mimic about a 2.5-inch hole saw binding up into some dense material, one of the most common bind ups we see in the field. So we're gonna run these tools individually. So the first one I'm gonna run is a model that has no such protection modes or anything like that in the tool. So we're just kind of setting the level set. That's exactly what we're out to try to remove from the equation and protect from. So we talked about using just something like a gyroscope or a sensor. So next tool has something like that. We're gonna show you how that tool performs with just a sensor in it. So again, if you're not taking into account all of the different variables, we're not meeting the mark for our users and what they expect. Finally, we're gonna run the Milwaukee. So again, being able to shut down before that over-rotation to protect our customer base, add that enhanced safety to the job site is gonna be incredibly important to us.
The newest Gen4 M18 hammer drill has a 1/2-inch chuck, all metal ratcheting, cordless, power stay brushless. Length is 6.95 inches, weight is 3.3 pounds, height is 8.23 inches, and width is 2.38 inches. Once again, the other specifications seem to have been wiped from the intranet, or at least Milwaukee Tools website. What isn't wiped is its 1,200 inch-pounds of torque, peak torque, and 32,000 blows per minute. Compare that to the new Gen4 M18 FUEL hammer drill at 1,400 inch-pounds. That's a 200 inch-pound difference. What is missing though is the beats or blows per minute on the incoming model. You're gonna have to wait to see if drilling through masonry is in fact easier with Gen4 or more difficult.